Hi there, this is Leslie Ziemba-Crosby, and today I'm going to be explaining to you about journey-focused therapy, or what I like to call JFT. So I started journey-focused therapy several years ago after completing a certification in something called timeline therapy. And timeline therapy was invented by Dr. Tad James back in the 1980s. And after I completed this certification and started using it in my practice, I found that there was a different variation that worked so much better for my clients. And what it is it's a part of timeline therapy that utilizes hypnotherapy. It also utilizes meditation, neuro-linguistic programming, and visualization. Now, I know some people say hypnotherapy or hypnosis. They don't believe in that stuff. They don't believe that they could be hypnotized. And this really isn't about being hypnotized. It's a light sleeping state where you can basically access your unconscious mind, the unconscious things that you don't think about on a daily basis. So let me explain a little bit about the conscious, unconscious mind. So you've got your conscious mind, and that can hold about 5 to 9 bits of information at any one given time. Then you've got your unconscious mind, and your unconscious mind can hold about 2.3 million bits of information at any one given time. So what that means is, if you, let's say you get up and tie your shoes, you don't really need to think about how to tie your shoes, right? Because you've done it many, many times. So it's like embedded in your unconscious mind. But maybe you need to do a homework project, or maybe you need to do a presentation for a new product that you're selling, and you've never done it before. You have to utilize your conscious mind to do that. So those are the things that you have to actually think about. But the unconscious mind is where we do a lot of different things and different behaviors. It's like, have you ever gotten, let's say you're driving somewhere, you're driving from point A to point B, and you really don't remember getting home. Maybe you're within a couple of miles of your house, and you really don't remember how exactly you got there, right? Because you've done it before. It's a repeated pattern. It's a repeated, path that you've been on. So it's not something that you currently think about, or that you have to think about. So those are unconscious things. Or if you've ever gotten really mad at somebody and lashed out at them, you reacted versus taking the time to consciously respond to them. So those are unconscious behaviors. Now, the way that the unconscious mind works is that we store negative emotions and limiting beliefs in our unconscious mind. Negative emotions are things like anger, sadness, fear, hurt, guilt, shame. Those are negative emotions. And then limiting beliefs are things like there's never enough money, or people always leave me, or all men are jerks, or all women are control freaks. So those are limiting beliefs, things that hold you back. Now, these are all unconscious behaviors. Now, back to negative emotions. Negative emotions always start somewhere in what we call the imprint years, and that is birth to the age of about 7. So when we're looking at eradicating things like anger, sadness, fear, all of those negative emotions always start somewhere in the imprint years, somewhere in childhood. So when we utilize journey-focused therapy, again, this is kind of a visualization process. And what we do is we take you on a journey where we go back to that time when those negative emotions originally started. And again, it's been scientifically proven also that those negative emotions do start somewhere in the imprint years, 0 to 7. So journey-focused therapy is, I like to refer to it as like have you ever seen the movie Men in Black? They had that like little memory zapper where they would like click the little button and boom, like poof, all your memories were gone. So journey-focused therapy doesn't erase your memories, but what it does is it takes the sting off of the negative emotion. So you won't forget things, but at least they won't hound you, and it won't be like that constant jabbing at you. It takes the sting off of those negative emotions. So it's not that you'll never be able to access anger or sadness again. It's just that it takes the sting off of that negative emotion. And we always want to look at what is the root cause of this problem. So the first event, which when disconnected to that problem would cause that problem to disappear. So eradicating those negative emotions, going to the root cause from the imprint years of when those things started, is what helps go through your timeline. When we take you on that journey, it eradicates those negative emotions on every event from the imprint years all the way to now. It's an amazing, amazing tool. And I'm so blessed and privileged to be able to utilize this with my clients. So now let me touch a little bit back on the limiting beliefs also. So we use journey-focused therapy to access those limiting beliefs and eradicate them so that they're not limiting you anymore. We call them limiting beliefs and limiting decisions. Because whether you believe it or not, you make a decision unconsciously to have these things that limit you. So like I said before, limiting beliefs are things like all men are dogs or jerks, or people always leave, or relationships don't last, or there's never enough money to pay the bills, or those are basically your limiting beliefs, things that hold you back. So again, we utilize journey-focused therapy to eradicate the limiting beliefs and to turn them around into beliefs unconsciously of what you do want instead of what you don't want. So in utilizing journey-focused therapy for this part does not have to go back to the imprint years. This part can be at any point in time in your life. So when utilizing journey-focused therapy, again, going from dealing with the negative emotions, we go back to the imprint years, 0 to about the age of 7. And limiting beliefs, we work on those for any point in time in your life. And again, journey-focused therapy is mostly a visualization process that utilizes many of the tools that I've learned over the years of coaching with neuro-linguistics, timeline therapy, hypnotherapy, meditation, and visualization. So I hope this gives you just a little overview of journey-focused therapy. Again, we like to call it JFT. And I look forward to helping you eradicate those negative emotions and limiting beliefs. Have a good day.